Hello, welcome guys. I'm going to show you today how you can build fast and efficiently a small base or a bigger base that isn't too bad in points of security. So let's get started. For the beginning, what we want to do is we want to protect ourselves from the most basic mechanics that are currently available that are moving. For that mechanic, we just build walls, right? You cannot move through walls. So the next mechanic that we have is to break blocks. So I could make that here. To protect us from that, we take Elder Guardians. Elder Guardians cage me somewhere. And should get mining fatigue when I'm in survival, so I shouldn't be able to mine through here. And the third mechanic is placing blocks, so I mean I could just tower up here and go over, so we will build a ceiling for that. So we can't get through here. So now if you want to build a base quick and efficiently, you have the problem that you have thick walls that you want to have, but you don't want to fill up like every rest of space manually with Obsidian. So what we're going to do is we pick WorldEdit, we make a selection that is about the size of the base. I'll take a big cube here and just fill it with Obsidian. Here it is. So now we have a massive cube of Obsidian where we can carve in our base at the middle. So like if we go here, we can go in and begin with making some hallways. And we're gonna, of course, use WorldEdit to expand it. Let's say we make it 20 blocks long. Okay, now we have a starting point. From here on, we do want to get the first point. That is the Elder Guardians. So for the Elder Guardians, we want to put them somewhere where they are not easy accessible, like somewhere in a wall. And what you also want to look out is that your stuff isn't too localized. I mean, if you have only one storage, like you have only one storage here, if someone walks in and finds that storage, it's gone. So you want to spread your stuff around the base. So like we're gonna put here some Elder Guardians. Try to not have them suffocating. So an Elder Guardian gives only every 1 minute mining fatigue for 5 minutes. If an invader comes with efficiency 5, he can break an obsidian in like 2.5 seconds. So you want to have enough Elder Guardians that they can give mining fatigue every 5 to 10 seconds. Would be like 10 to 20 in one spot. Okay, that was slightly wrong placement. Let's place them And make sure that like the interval that it gives mining fatigue is like the interval that you spawn them, so make sure to not spawn them too frequent. And maybe there are a few Endermen, no, not Endermen, Elder Guardian. So right now we have a base that is hard to get in for the casual player. But if we try withers to invade, we still just break through the walls like butter, so not very effective. For that I have no solution. There is also no big solution, but you gotta live with it. So for the next point of the base, you wanna make it explosion proof. I mean, any attacker can just get in and get maybe any storage, find a storage that is not explosion proof, just blow it up relatively quickly, relatively easy, not hard. So what we wanna do, we first of all make a storage. Let's make it there. Make it there. Maybe big enough. Make the walls maybe like 3 thick so you can build in some redstone if you need to. Make the rooms with these in storage. I mean, often when you can build a base like that, you have plenty of resources that you can store. And do not store like your valuables just in one stash. It's just harder gone when it is explosion proof, but it is gone. To make it look cool and also for lightning, I recommend such a style that I'm using right now because it is relatively cheap. For explosion proof storage, we first of all want to have regular storage, like that. Then we can take, for example, a trapdoor here, waterlog all of it, stack it in the height for the vertical part, then we can just stack it like that. Maybe some less. And of course, of the sides, we don't want to have something to access it. Also up here, we can just block it off. Because right now it's clear from water and I still can get into the storage. And it is, or should be, explosion proof, except I didn't waterlog the trapdoor. That shouldn't be this big of a worry, because trapdoor is the least important thing here. Okay, and of course mirror it to the other side. Let's pretend it's our first storage. If we want to have more, we can just copy the room here. Copy it. Looks more like it from the amount of blocks. Then paste it. So we have now 2 storage rooms. Maybe decorate them a little bit more. For your base, you most likely want to fill up these chests, but I'm not gonna cover that here. So, for the next part, we have the spawn points, yeah? For that, of course, we take beds, right? A bed is very vulnerable because we can not build it in normally, like that, because then we couldn't access it anymore. I mean, of course, we can build it in a wall like that, so we spawn here, but we'll not do that now because it's annoying to reset the spawn point. And also, we cannot waterlog the bed. That makes it hard to survive explosions. So what we are gonna do here is we what wait. We expand the base a little bit. Like that. Then, for example, the the trick where you can get on the nether roof using ender pearls. This trick also works without ladders. You just have to hit it precisely enough. So what we're gonna do, for example, here for the bedrooms, we just make a room where we can clip in. Okay, so now we can clip from the highway, not the highway, the hallway down here, up here. If we hit it precisely enough. To make it easier, you can also take out this part here. It is not too hard to land, but it is possible, like you see here. Then from here you can, for example, make a stairway down. So you can clip back up. I did not use ladders up there was because you see ladders in the hallway. Now you have here your spot where you can clip back. Like that. You see? You just have to remember the spots here. And then you can access like another part of the base. Like you can... I don't know what you want, but you can place a bed here, you can extend it a little bit. You can also make other hallway designs that don't allow combat or stuff like that this much. Like you can take water, you can take iron trapdoors to build here in a completely different style, different orientation of hallway. It has like the only purpose of being hard to combat in here. Like you see, I cannot pearl through here. I cannot shoot arrows. And like only thing I can do is fight with the sword. But it's also easy to drown in there. You can have like a specialized room in here. It must be big. I mean, the more unpredictable the layout of your base is, the more unpredictable has the invader to think that he can find a certain room. It's also huge advantage if you have it like that. We can have, for example, here our bed, the respawn bed. Then, what should we take? Some chests. You do not have to waterlog them here necessarily because, I mean, that's a respawn bed. If that's the way, that it's bad either way for you. But yeah. Here we have a certain room. If I was you, I would also make many decoy beds, so the invader doesn't know if he has found your spawn point or another. Yeah, you see here we are in the other room. Should be, yeah, base is looking good so far. A thing that you do not want to have in your base is a nether portal. Why? Because you see, if I go out there, if that's the overworld segment that your base is in, this whole patch here, this whole area here, that's a huge area to search for your base. And if you find it, you have all your defenses here. But the nether is just this area to find your base. It's like the same area to find your base. As long as you have a nether portal in there. And also, if you have a nether portal in there, you just must find the nether portal and enter. Then you're in the base. If you find the base in the overworld, you have to enter through the walls. That's way harder. Yeah. But if you wanna have an entrance that you cannot, that is not like double-sided, maybe you can guess it from what I took here. You can have a temporary spot for a nether portal. Gotta do it in survival. So if you want to exit your base and you think that the only way back in for you is to die, or you use it somewhere in combat, so dying doesn't matter. What you want to do for the exit, you go ahead and do this. Because now, oh, lucky nether spawn. Because now if you throw through an item, it will load the overworld side, the TNT will explode and it will remove that nether portal. So if I go back in, I will probably not be in the base anymore, like you see. I'm on the base. Not a practical thing to have in a base is a stasis chamber. Like if you wanna extend our base over here, make another room maybe. Not too big maybe. Yeah, it should work. We can put ender pearls in a water stream and maybe even activate them with redstone whenever something unexpected happens. So whenever someone invades your base and maybe triggers a sign or from a spark sensor, he will immediately teleport you back to your base so you can fight him. Like for stasis chamber, if you just don't know what it is, it's very easy to build, nothing complicated. We just take that. We dig down like 7 blocks, place a soul sand, fill the rest up with water. Place a trapdoor like that, Now we can throw in an ender pearl. That ender pearl, it will stay here because it stays in the water stream. It will not touch a wall. If you have to look straight down as far as you can to throw it, but yeah. Then you can close the trapdoor to get teleported here. The concept isn't too hard, and I do also recommend it for not only the base here, because if you're playing in a team, it is like your only chance that another one can save you. If you wanna make your base a little bit cooler, you can also include some redstone like skulk sensors. It works a little bit like that. If you have to include them in the wall. If they are in the wall, I'll just build a 2D segment. They will emit a redstone signal whenever they are activated. But when you have your wall plane like this, you just invite the attacker to go through here instead of through the wall. So you wanna make some blocks somewhere. Yeah. You see, whenever this detects me, it detect. You can hook up a stasis chamber. Yeah, that's everything for my part. Good luck for the rest of your day.
If you're looking for the hottest Minecraft survival server with weekly server events, join us now on Play.Epic Games.